Hi everyone, welcome to Prenumber Beauty. So I'm going to be doing an overview / review of the matte cream lipsticks, the Velourlips by Australis. So there's actually 5 in the range. I've had these for a couple of months, so I had a good chance to really sort of break them in and try them. And honestly, I've got nothing like them except for one of the LimeCrime Velvetines, which I have, but I'll do a little comparison at the end, and I'll try and insert some photos of lip swatches of these as well, because I know things tend to look a little bit different on the lips than they do obviously on the hand. But anyway, let's get to these. So they obviously look like a gloss, so they've got the tube, and then when you open them up they've got the doe foot applicator, sort of like that on the lips. I actually have 2 on at the moment. I have this coral color, which is called Rio-d, and I'll do a swatch in a moment. And all I did is I actually blotted it because it's actually quite a vivid color, and then I put over the top this more nude one, which is Pa-ree. It's a very sort of soft sort of look, and I just blotted it. I didn't really want anything too pigmented. And also, if you're more interested in actual lipsticks, I have done lip swatches and swatches of the Australis Go Long Wear lipsticks, which is these ones in the tube. So I'll put a link down below to that. Anyway, to the Velourlips. So you get 10 mils of product per tube, and like I said, there's 5 colours. And I'll just go through now and swatch them. So this is Pa-ree, which is that, I suppose, the most muted tone out of them. And it's a brownie nude colour, or more of your natural colour. Now that coral one I was going on about, which is Rio-d, is that one. You can see how vibrant that is. It's a beautiful bright orange. Another bright one is this hot pink, which is Malibu. And what I'll do is I'll list all the colours down below if I say anything too quickly, but that is definitely a very bright pink. Then we've got this lovely purple colour, which is Tokyo. The reason I'm saying it like that is that they actually have that little hyphen in the middle. I'm not sure how well my camera's going to, but this is gorgeous. Anyone that loves those sort of dark, rich purple lips. And it's also good, I like any sort of purple ones to mix with my other, whether it be lipsticks or lip glosses out there, to give that sort of a blue tone to any of my sort of bright pinks or even corals. It sort of darkens and deepens it up and adds that sort of blue tone. Then we have this beautiful rich red. It's more like a pinky red, and this is Ny-cee. Look how vivid that is. Gorgeous. So those are the 5 colours, and like I said, the only thing that I have very similar to this is the LimeCrime Velvetine. This is Suedeberry, and different, obviously a different colour. This is more of your bright, like a coral red, like an orangey red, which is that one there, but very similar in the fact that it gives that sort of suede finish. It's matte, but it sort of has that sort of suede smooth finish, and also that bright pigmentation, supposedly long lasting, etc. Now, as you can see, that's probably far more than I would normally wear on the lips. Over the last couple of months, I've tried different ways to wear them, like if I put a couple of coats on and just sort of let it set, then go out during the day, or as opposed to maybe putting a coat on, dabbing it, then putting another coat on, wearing it under lipsticks, under lip glosses. To be completely honest, because of my lips are getting a little bit, I suppose, older, they're a little bit more fine lined, and I do try to exfoliate them regularly, but sometimes it's hard sometimes to sort of do that. So hopefully it will pick it up. I didn't exfoliate last night on purpose. The only thing with these, like a lot of matte lipsticks or any of these, I suppose, lip creams, is that it does pick up any sort of dryness, any areas of sort of, I suppose, excess skin, anything like that. Any of your, I suppose, bits that you really don't want to highlight, it does sort of pick that up. And like for me, I said, as far as trying to make them long lasting, the best way I find is to sort of apply a coat, let it sort of dry, and then pat it, like pat any excess off, then add it again. Or I do prefer, because of the pigmentation, to wear them on a lot of my lipsticks and lip glosses, and it gives a lovely finish. I particularly don't like matte lipsticks I suppose in comparison to more of my cream finishes or sheer lipsticks or anything that has a little bit of radiance. Not to line my lips either. I am finding that I really do need to as I get older, because things start to feather. With these, I find if I don't sort of let it set in, or if I apply too much, it does start to feather in my fine lines, which is around here. I tend to have the sort of deeper areas. If I do what I did now, like I apply a coat, I can even wear like the brighter or darker ones under it as a lip liner. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see, it looks like I have a lip liner on. That's actually because I have that Rio-d, that coral one underneath, because it's slightly brighter under there, and then I've put over the what is this, the Pa-ree over the top, and that way it's sort of, I can use this to look like I've lined my lips, and then I can put that on, and that way it sort of stays in place. Like I said, if I find I apply a couple of coats on there and it's still a little bit wet, it takes a little bit to sort of dry on my lips. So I go out and drink a coffee or anything, any sort of thing where I'm touching something to my lips, it does tend to come off. So there is transfer on there. If, like what I did here, is just to really put a very minimal, a little bit on, pat it, let it set in, it does tend to last during the day. As far as drying the lips, sometimes, you know, obviously when you've got things on that are matte, it can sort of tend to dry out your lips depending what it's got in it. And what I'll do, I'll put the ingredients for the Velourlips down below, as well as the LimeCrime Velvetines. I know a lot of people can compare these two as well. I do find the LimeCrime does tend to have more ingredients in it, and I suppose sometimes the more you read what's in it, the more less that you want it to last on your lips. But it does have kaolin, which can sort of help lasting wear on there, and also it does have aloe vera, which can be obviously moisturizing, but it does have a lot of other stuff in there, like Petrolatum as well, which I guess would help sort of keep your lips hydrated, but it also can help with the transfer as well. But there's also in here, Velourlips, although it doesn't list Petrolatum or paraffin, it does actually have Ozokerite, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but like I said, I'll put them down below, which is a blend of paraffin and other waxes anyway in there. But they're pretty comparable, to be honest, the wearing on it. But as I've had these half longer, a month longer than I've had these, this does feel a little bit thinner in consistency to the Velourlips, and these actually seem to last a little bit longer no matter how I apply them, whether I blot them or put a couple of coats on. I find that the Velourlips actually last a little bit longer during the day and don't transfer as much as this one. But like I said, I've only got one, so I mean it's not really a fair comparison. Just one that I have there. Anyway, you can see that they've started to set. Like I said, I applied a lot more than I would generally apply before doing another coat, if I wanted to do another coat. But you can see it's gone quite matte. Hopefully that'll pick up. And my gosh, I'm just looking at the thing, it looks such rainbow colours. It's like a circus theme I've got going on there. They are very pretty colours. They're, like I said, very vibrant. But you can see if you apply too much, it tends to stay a little bit wet, which is where you'll get your transfer. So what you do is apply a thin coat, let it set, or like I said, apply it and then pat it, and then do another coat and let that, and then set that as well. So yeah, I do tend to set it that way, it doesn't sort of end up in everything. As far as lasting power, like I was saying as well, that's the what do you call it, the LimeCrime one, and those two are the Velour ones. And what I did is I put it on, let it set, wiped it, or just sort of wiped a little bit off. And what I've done is I've gone on, like this morning, the last couple of hours, I've washed the dishes, I've hung up washing, I've done the general chores around the house. And you can see that the, what do you call it, the LimeCrime has come off a lot quicker than the Velourlips. Of course, you would never be washing your lips and everything with them. Doing chores with your lips, but what I'm trying to say is that I was trying to simulate sort of a wear during the day. Obviously it's not going to be the similar. So it's interesting mix of colours. Well, like I said, what you can do is you can mix them on your hand, then apply it. So even though there's only 5 colours, you can sort of get a variety of different shades out of them depending on how you work the colours as well. So definitely up to you. Overall, I definitely like them. Like I said, I prefer the Velourlips over the Velveteen that I have, but I might see if I can try some more of the LimeCrime as well. And I did purchase all of these with my own money, so I'm not affiliated with any of the brands that I'm talking about. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the, stay tuned. I might do a couple of different lip videos as well today while I have the chance. So take care guys.